Okay, hello. All right. Welcome to the Pretty Spiritual channel. And tonight I am doing a collective reading for all the signs. And if anybody sticks around afterwards, a free, there'll be some free readings done for about up to 30 minutes for anybody who comes in. So if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. No problem. I will be doing this another time. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started. And keep in mind, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please seek out professional licensed help if you are having any serious issues. All right, so let's see what's going on for the collective. Get my cards down. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on for the collective. Put those there. And this is a general timeless reading for the collective. So whenever you come across this reading is when it may resonate for you. In the spiritual realm, there is no sense of time. So anybody who tells you that a reading cannot be timeless, it's not true. I've gone to readings that were 5 years old and literally they still resonated because when I needed to see that information was when I needed to see it, if I was supposed to see it. Okay, so what's going on for the collective? Okay, and there was a card that flipped, and this one definitely wants to come out. Okay, so Three of Coins, and Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So what I'm looking at here is I feel like you guys want to receive something you feel you deserve or something you feel you've earned. It could be a raise, a promotion, or some money that you feel you've worked hard for, or it could be something you feel you've worked hard for. You are looking to gain acknowledgement or notoriety or to be noticed for something you have done, whether it's some work you've done or some qualities that you have, or something you may have contributed to. You may be wanting to see a return on your investment in some form. But with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I feel like you guys feel like you haven't had any luck so far with everything that you've done. You may feel like you haven't had any luck with seeing a return on your investment or seeing your hard work pay off or receiving the recognition that you feel you deserve. Okay. And some of you just may feel like you're just not having that great of luck somehow, either in your jobs, career work, or financially, or with some sort of situation, no matter what kind of situation it is. With the Three of Staffs here sideways, you guys aren't too clear on if you're going to see your ships come in, meaning if you're going to see what you've been waiting for come through for you. Okay. Thank you for the like, by the way. And so let's see what other energy is here before I start doing some predictive outcomes. Yep. Mm. Okay, yeah. So this is pretty much a repeat of the energy that's already here. Um, Gift cards and celebration reverse. Yeah. You guys, you just don't feel like um, you are, like you're receiving the blessings that you deserve, or like you're gaining um, much of what you feel um, is success to you, or what you feel you've worked towards. Something that likely would have made you, or would definitely make you very happy if you were to obtain this, or to gain it, or receive the recognition that you feel you deserve or have earned. Um, for a small portion, I feel like if this is relating to your personal life, um, you could have been feeling like maybe there's a certain point you should be at in your life in which you may, have wanted, commitment or marriage, kids, family, or you may have expected just period in your life, even in your career, to have reached a certain point in your life, period, where you have the success and you have the security and you have everything you feel you have manifested or put energy into. So it's still presenting the same energy. Yeah. And this is causing you to be obviously discontent, not very thrilled, not very happy about it. It may even be stealing some of your joy. Um, and you're not really quite clear where to go from here. For some of you, um, if there is something going on in your career here, um, you're not sure what direction to take or how to further, um, like how to literally just take this in a further direction where you can like somehow level up, or you know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to climb a ladder in your career or something, or whatever kind of success you're trying to achieve, it's like you've kind of lost um, guidance or direction or the motivation on where you can even go with this. How to even take this a step further, or to get to where you're trying to go. Um, I feel like some of you've lost your peace of mind over some of this. Like not all of you, but some of you. But let's see what else is here. Okay. Yeah. And so I feel like for some of you guys, you're definitely having a hard time trying to discern what to do next, what to do in this situation. Um, it's like you have some ideas, but you're not quite clear on if it's going to work or how to make it work. Some of you, it's like I said, I feel like you guys are knowledgeable, but at the same time, there's still some things you're just not clear on, or not seeing, or not sure if approaches you've taken before still apply. Somebody may be feeling like certain approaches are outdated. Yeah, and you're definitely needing some sort of enlightenment. You're needing guidance. You're needing some kind of clues here. You're needing. I feel like you guys need. What is the word that I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for, and it's You guys, let me close my blinds. Let me close my blinds because my room here is right off the street, and I don't want anybody just looking in. I don't want anybody being nosy. All right, so divine intervention. That's what I was looking for. I feel like you guys, some of you may be you may be seeking and hoping for some sort of divine intervention here to kind of swing in and take over and kind of help guide you your path and open some doors for you and make some things happen. So other energy for you guys, for the collective, and whatever your situation is. And keep in mind with general reading, this can relate to whatever area of your life is significantly going on or however it relates. You guys will know how this relates to you in your life and what area of life it may resonate for. So, and take what resonates and what doesn't, just leave it exactly where it is, because when it's for a collective, that's a lot of people who may tune in and watch this at different points and intervals. So yeah, you guys, you're looking around, you're shopping around. Some of you, I feel like you are deciding to become enterprising because but at the same time, for somebody, this doesn't feel quite fruitful. Or like I said, you guys you're shopping around because I feel like some of you feel like you deserve to receive your flowers. You deserve your acknowledgement. You deserve to be seen, heard, treated fairly, treated better, treated nicely, treated kindly, treated lovingly. It just depends on what your situation is. But you guys are looking around for a situation or opportunity that will give you some better recognition or give you more of what you're looking for, because you haven't quite been getting that. And so it's definitely a repeat of the same message. You're trying to maintain gratitude. You're trying to handle things gracefully. You're trying to carry yourself gracefully. You don't want to, I feel like for somebody, you don't want to be a diva or devo or, carry on, in a way that makes you appear like you lack humility or whatever, or humbleness. That, and I feel like some of you, you're just trying to maintain being cool about things and not, like I said, losing your mind over this. You're trying to just carry yourself with grace. So somebody may also be looking for another home or looking for another house or looking for another place to live, or another location, or maybe looking for I just kind of get this, like maybe another residence or just another location. It's not 100% quite clear though where this may be for you though. And so I'm going to pull a card from the side deck, and then I'm going to go ahead with some predictions and then advice. And then we'll move on from there. Okay, so the star is sideways. You're not sure what the future holds, or what's destined, or what you're meant to do or meant to be, or where this is going to go. I feel like you have a clue. You have an idea where you want to go, or where things could potentially lead, but at the same time, you know, I feel like somebody feel like nothing is set in stone, or nothing is 100% clear or guaranteed, as to where things could end up, or where your purpose may or may not be, because that's sideways, and I pay attention to direction of cards. So for somebody, I feel like it's like you have a purpose, and you may have a clue of what that purpose may be, but you're just not 100% sure. Or some of you're not sure what is what's going to be, where things are going to go, but it's like you have some sort of idea, but you're not 100% on it. So like I said, once again, a repeat of the energy. This couldn't be more clear. Some of you are wondering if you should end this or not, and move on, and try something else different or new. Some of you're just in a transitional phase, period. Okay. All right. So let me get another deck here, and then we're gonna see. How about I'll use this one. Okay. And let's find out what's coming up. So predictions. So future predictions. Let's say between now and the next few weeks, and let's say now in the next few months, and maybe as far as a year. Okay. And this will go from whenever you are seeing this. So because this is considered a timeless reading, whoever is guided to this reading at whatever particular point in time, when you see this, those timelines start from the moment you see this out to the date that is predicted. Okay. Okay. And then we'll get into advice. And keep in mind that if you choose to do something different and make a different choice, because you do have free will, it can change the course of things. And tarot readings are only meant to give you some insight, but nothing is set in stone when it comes to tarot readings. Okay. Hi, by the way. Sorry, you guys. I was so busy doing the reading that I didn't quite, see so that you guys were saying hello. How are you guys doing there in the chat? Okay. All right. Here's one. So this is between now and the next few weeks. And then let's get a card for the next few months, and then for up to a year. Okay, so that's peculiar the way that came out. Let me get one more. I'm going to just say that's for up to a year, because it's in that position. It's supposed to be one here. And here it is. Okay. Interesting. All right, you guys. Lord. Okay. So I don't know if it's because this is a Mercury retrograde, but when I did the health reading yesterday, one of the readings got quite a few cards in reverse. Right now, just seeing, okay, it's like all three positions here are in the reverse. So I just kind of feel like with that energy, some of you really are it's like I don't want to say your world feels like it's upside down, but it feels like a lot of things just feel like they just kind of flipped you on your head, or things are just feeling upside down, or just, so Queen of Pentacles here between now and the next few weeks. I caution you guys to keep in mind, if you see something you don't like, it's a warning. Anything can change based off of what you decide to do. because you have free will. If it does still happen, if you decide to make different choices, then it was destiny and there was something you're supposed to learn from it. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's someone who's not quite financially stable or not necessarily as disciplined with money or finances. Okay. Um, this is also someone who possibly may not be um, as nurturing, sharing, or giving. This could also be an earth sign in reverse, meaning that they're somebody who either have heavy earth in their chart or they're an earth sign, but they're in negative energy. So that would be someone who could possibly be greedy, or someone who's broke, or somebody who's not good with money, or someone who's stingy or not very giving, not very caring, kind, nurturing, or whatever. Okay. Be careful. This is even possibly someone who could be very nagging. Okay. Or hypercritical. Be careful of this kind of energy. Be careful that you could take on this energy, or someone around you could take on this energy and affect you in some form. Okay. Let me see if I can clarify this more. It doesn't, like I said, nothing is set in stone. So I caution that you guys try to be as responsible as possible and as disciplined as possible. If this is your energy in some form. But let me see if I could clarify that. I may or may not need to, but I just kind of want to. Okay. Interesting. That would. How can we see? Okay, Knight of Swords. This is relating to the fact that there's something that's not coming in, or it's not coming in fast enough for you guys. So it's not, something is either moving very slowly, or like either something that you're anticipating to receive, or something that you're expecting to be offered, or if there's a move or some action to be taken, it's not happening very fast, or it's just not happening right now or yet. So it seems delayed. Okay. And this may be the reason why. So I don't know if there's some sort of money or something or whatever that you're expecting, or and this is also about value. Coins are also about value, and anything could hold value to you. Okay. So it's not always about money. Just take it how it makes sense for you. Either this is relating to money or value, or this is about some sort of character in some form. Let's see what else is. Okay. Okay. And it looks like there is either a King of Cups, which could be a water sign, or someone who has heavy water in their chart, or it could be somebody who they are very intuitive, maybe even psychic. They're I don't want to say they're emotional, but they're definitely in touch with their feelings and their emotions. Okay. They can be sensitive, not only sensitive to others, but they can be sensitive in that you have to be, a little bit more careful in what you say or how you are around them. They may like to drink and have a good time or something, but they may even like to be around water. Okay. But somehow this is relating to either someone like this. Let me see what else come out with that. Or it's that type of energy. Okay. But then there's a small offer there. There's a small offer that does come through. And so I don't know if you guys are just going to feel somehow like there's some sort of lack of something, whether it's financially or just a lack of value here because of something not coming through fast enough or being delayed, and it's related to this King of Cups, or just that kind of energy of the King of Cups. But it looks like something comes through in some form. But Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is some really odd energy, guys. And I feel like it has everything to do with you guys are going to have to do something to turn your energy around, because it feels like manifestation of circumstances. And it's either because somebody out here is not doing their manifestation work, like you might be doing everything in the physical, right? But not making sure you do your energy work to continue to manifest what it is that you want. Because you can put in, let's say at a job or something, or in your career, you can put in all the hard work you want physically, but if you're not making sure to pray protection over yourself and pray to remove blockages, and do meditations, um, visualizing everything that you want on the positive end, and whatever it is that or aware of, that works with your energy here to manifest what it is you want, then it's kind of like you're only doing half of the work, you know. Um, and I'm so serious about that. This world is not just physical, it's also a lot of spiritual elements to it. And everything has to be accounted for on all ends. Because the Four of Wands, that's showing a lack of commitment, or feeling like there is a lack of stability or a lack of success here. And that's between now and the next few months. And I also, to some degree, though, feel like also, whether this is actual reality in terms of what's actually happening or going to happen, or this is how you feel. For some of you, I feel like this is how you feel, or how you're going to feel, even if the circumstances may look a little different. And for some of you, I feel like you might need to be a little more patient or a little more diligent. It's one or the other. It could be both. That's what I'm getting intuitively, because I don't just look to the cards, for information when I'm doing these readings. I also, oh, sorry, sorry about that. I also look at, what I'm picking up intuitively as well, in regards to what I'm seeing in these cards. So let me see if I can clarify that more, because I don't like to leave people with anything feeling like it's just not very clear or lacking clarity. But let's see what that's all about. So that's between now and next few months. Okay. All right. So this is about something being fair or balanced, or something needing to be worked out, possibly legally, or there may be a need for some sort of mediation, or some sort of what I want to call it. And I still feel like it's some sort of mediation where there's talks, compromise, something to work out, something to be fair or balanced, or to work in your favor to get what it is you feel you deserve. Okay, and it's relating to the fact that like I said, I don't feel like you feel like you're getting what you uh, put into a situation, what you work towards, what you sowed seeds into. It feels like you may not be feeling like you're getting everything you hope for or wanted. And this is why you're trying to seek out um, to get what it is you feel you do deserve. Okay, let's see what the other card was. Okay. Okay. And so I feel like, and you got the King of Pentacles here. So I feel like you're going to try to remain optimistic and hopeful, though this may be a little bit of a struggle for you to do so. You're halfway trying to remain optimistic about um, you obtaining um, better stability, better security, um, better rewards financially, or gaining better value out of this, securing yourself. But even that's still 100% not clear if that's going to be everything you hope it to be or a guarantee. And so I feel like that's what's coming out of the fact that, like I said, it feels like um, you don't feel successful or like you're succeeding the way you want to. It doesn't mean that everything is not going the way you want it or like you aren't making any sort of progress. It's just not what you hope for. And things may still feel unclear for you or not firm as you hope it would be in terms of what it is you're trying to gain or secure. So that's like between now and next few months. Now, in between going all the way down to a year, Queen of Wands reverse, that's like someone who has lost passion, lost drive, or have lost their composure in some form. I don't like seeing that, but let's go in further into this. Let's go further into this. This could also be a fire sign that is in operating in low vibrational negative energy, or someone who has a lot of fire in their chart. So it could be someone who is arrogant, temperamental, demanding, underhanded, or I don't know why I'm here, snobby or whatever. Someone very bossy or something like that. Someone superficial or vain. Someone's taking on that kind of energy, or and that also could be a bully or someone who's narcissistic or just like I said, they lack humbleness and humility in any form, honestly. But this is also someone who could lose their passion, lose their drive or something. And like I said, I don't like seeing negative things in readings, but this is what's being presented. This is a potential warning, by the way, also, maybe to not become that person as a result of not seeing things go the way you want it to, or to avoid this kind of person, because this kind of person probably could pop up in your situation and you may want to avoid that, or know how to deal with this kind of person. But let me clarify more to see what's going on with that situation. Okay. Okay, so this is about, with the Two of Wands there, you could go one direction or the other. Clearly, you have a couple of choices here, or a couple of paths or directions you could take. And it looks like you're really looking to see what's, going to make sense or whatever. But You need to work on this. So someone here may need to study up some more, maybe consider going to school, or furthering their education, or furthering their craft, um, working further on their craft, or improving their craft or skills. Some This is about leveling up in some form, but working on it. This also can be about working on your finances, working on you know balancing out your books, you know what I'm saying, financially, and making sure you have everything in line, doing better financial planning. But whatever the case is, this is about doing some sort of work in some form, working on it. And with the Ace of Wands, there's a new beginning, a new passion beginning, which could relate to a career. This also could be possibly a move to a new place or a new location. Okay. Um, Three of Cups. That's celebration, that's happiness, that's good news. In some cases, rarely, but could be for somebody, um, news of a birth or pregnancy. But for me, this is a celebration card. It's a card of good news. Okay, it's a card, signifying something good has happened and it's worth celebrating. Okay, so with that, I'm going to pull some advice cards, and then I'll go forward with whoever's here can get like what I'll do is like a free one card pull and like an advice card or something for whoever is still here. Uh-oh. Why is that popping up? Sorry, you guys. We fix that. Okay. So completing this collective reading, let's get the advice. Why is that on my screen? Get off of there. Sorry, you guys. Okay. So where is some advice here for the collective? And keep in mind, you guys, like I said, nothing set in stone. Thank you guys for the likes. Okay, so you have balance. Okay, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Okay, that advice falls in line with what I had been saying earlier about people in the collective getting more disciplined, and balancing things out in terms of whether it's your money, your finances, or whatever, or working on it. But you also have Page of Air, so that's like looking, observing, paying attention. Others could be looking or watching or observing you or paying attention, but it's also challenging information. Delays or challenges to plans, and truth delivered possibly without tact or whatever. Okay. Two of Fire. So that comes up for you guys. Again, that's come up a lot in this reading. It's just pointing out that you do have options, you do have choices, and there is definitely more than one path that you guys can take. Okay, so never feel like you don't have options. You just may not be clear on what those options or those choices are, or some of those options or choices may not necessarily be the ones that you want to take, but they are choices and options. And so it's up to you to decide what you want to do. But this card is also telling you guys you've come into your own. For some of you guys, you may gain new partnerships or contracts, and you should continue to move forward. Okay, so something is unlikely here, and I like to clarify those cards because that is so vague, but I'm going to find out what's unlikely in a minute. I'm going to clarify that in a moment. And it says not the right timing. So that's actually, I want to say that's like the second time. Yeah, that is the second time you guys gotten that message that it's not the right timing. So timing is everything. And there's definitely a need to be patient about what's supposed to happen. Meditation brings answers, and I think that one would come out. And it says choose a new direction. Okay. And I think some of you know you may need to choose a new direction, but you're fighting it. because there may be something that you don't want to walk away from that you feel you've invested into. And I get that if you feel like you've been, you know, on a certain path or course for so long. But that's been apparent also in the cards that you guys have put your work and your time, your energy, and your effort invested into something, and you really want to see it pay off. But sometimes, you guys, you have to just change paths or maybe start afresh. I had a business I started, and you guys, I can tell you, I put time, energy, work, and money and effort into it. And next thing I know, the pandemic happened. And I can't tell you how frustrating that was, because I had put time, energy, effort, money, my own money into it. And I literally had to change course and totally change my business and what it was, what type of business it was. Okay. And the types of things it was going to serve the purpose of. So that required me to do the research, put the energy in, and yes, invest more time, energy, and money. All right. So the unlikely thing here is, wow, it's unlikely that you guys are going to work on this, because that's the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about working on it. And for some of you, that means going back to school. That means studying something more, or taking your craft more seriously by learning some new skills or trades, or upgrading your skills or craft, or managing your money better, meaning balancing the books and paying attention to what you are spending versus what you're not, where you're investing your money. Why is that unlikely for you guys? That's not good, but okay. Maybe that's just my way of looking at it, but let's move forward with the rest of the advice there. But that, you know what? That's what I was supposed to be shuffling for, but I don't know. That seems weird. I'll say this. I'm praying that's not what's unlikely for you guys. You guys, please make sure you do your due diligence. That includes doing your spiritual energy work as well, because spiritual blockages are real, you guys, and that could affect the success that you make, in progress that you make. Believe it or not, spiritual blockages are real. So make sure you stay prayed up, protecting yourself and what it is you're doing, and that you are doing your manifestation work as well, to see, to keep the vision alive, because manifestation is real, and it matters just as much as the physical work you can put into something here. So let me see if I get one more thing to be unlikely though. What is that? Okay. So you got the Hermit card, which looks like it's in the reverse, and the Knight of Chalices sideways in offer. So that's pointing out that you guys are not going to take the time to go within and think and be introspective, and to tune away from all the noise, to kind of, come to your own conclusions here about what path you need to take, or what direction you need to go next, or what really truly is right for you, or what is possible here. And this affects what you receive or don't receive. Okay, that could affect the way you feel. So it's pointing out, and I feel like that's pretty much still the same message, that somebody out here, whether it's some of you or a few of you or all of you, are not going to take the time to do your due diligence and do what you're supposed to do, which is working on it. And not just physically, but also spiritually. But if you are having financial issues or something, work on it. If you don't, because part of the reason why some people have financial issues is not necessarily always because you're not making enough money, though. that is the case for some people. For some of you, you're just not managing what you do have. You know, I told somebody, I said, you could be a millionaire, but if you do not know how to manage that money wisely, trust me when I tell you, there are millionaires out there that have financial problems too. There are billionaires that got financial problems. You know, it's just, it looks different. What, as they say, more money, more problems. It ain't the amount of money necessarily. It's sometimes, do you know how to manage it and manage it wisely? Or are you just out here spending it as fast as you get it or living beyond your means? Okay, so tell the truth. And this means be honest with yourself and be honest with others. For some of you, I feel like this is about being honest with yourself. Okay? Be honest with yourself about what it is that you want, why you want it, and what are you willing to do to get it. I feel like for some of you, for others, do you want this even for the right reasons? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something are some of you even as passionate as you think you are, or are you chasing something for vanity purposes? Some of you, are you even putting in the work that you really think you're putting in? You know, it's just, this is going to be different for each and every one of you, what your truth is. Are some of you doing something because it's what others expect you to do? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be different for each and every one of you, but there's something that you guys need to be honest with yourself and others about, okay? Turn a light on. So very much so, you guys need to open up spiritually, you know, enlighten yourselves, allow yourselves to literally see things from a wider perspective on a spiritual level, because we have a real purpose here, and I feel like a lot of people ignore their spiritual purpose in favor of, well, you know, I want to do this and I want to do that and da 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 da. But does it serve your higher purpose or not, or is it just what looks good on paper or what you feel will make you happy and content? You know, in general. So you have listened to the music. For some of you, that can mean literally listen to music that gives you, puts you in a better mood, mood or something, whether it's jazz music or some kind of spiritual music or something, or gospel or whatever it is. For some of you, it's just meditation music. Something is going to be proposed or offered to you, and it says, say yes. Okay, say yes. And you're being told to be patient. Okay. For some reason, I feel like, now, for those of you who are having career troubles, I'm going to pull a card from this particular deck. Let's see what that says. School. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So who is it out here? Because that's come up quite often in this reading. Who is it here that needs to go to school and get some training for something? And going to school doesn't always mean college. Sometimes it means just a trade school for a year or a few months or however long those programs are. For some people, it literally means just taking a small little class, whether it's online or something, or you know what I'm saying? Like, to get a certain kind of certification, or just to learn something, just to level up. These days, there's a lot of online courses taught by professionals who they're teaching you the game of something, whether it's real estate or how to do a certain kind of business, like Airbnb business, how to do it and succeed with it, So consider that as well. Don't think school or education always means literally going straight up to college for like a whole 2 or 4 years. Protect that you are safe and supported while you change your career or while you change your path, no matter what this reading is related to you for, okay? You got the Justice card, so that comes up again. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. But in general, this is saying justice. You will gain justice. You will gain fairness and balance overall in your situation. But for some of you, you may need to seek a career in the justice field. Okay, whether it's taking up law or working in the government in some form, or becoming a law enforcement officer in some capacity or something. And there's a lot of different government agencies out there in which you could become an officer. Um, Career change. You're embarking upon a career change that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. For some of you, this is literally you're embarking upon a new journey, period, that brings you joy and abundance that you desire and deserve. So that's that, in general. Okay. So that's the collective reading and the advice.